Okay, guys, so this is another tax deed sale that I'm looking into. So I just gonna go to the auction calendar, and I'm so excited to share the information that I'm going to share with you because as the year begins, um, it kind of gives you a precedence of like, okay, what's going on, like how many properties are actually being sold, how many people are actually at the auction, what they're selling for, and just gives you a little insight. This is February. I want to go back. So this is actually coming up too. So this would be like, I think a day afterwards. Yeah, it's a day after the Houston auction. And so uh, one of the things about online auctions is you get to do it online. And I wanted to tell you guys, like, if you are considering purchasing tax deeds, I'm going to show you something that I just discovered. I'm like, wow, a lot of counties are coming using this platform, which is realtaxdeed.com, to do their auctions. Now, I don't know if every county does this, but I can say like Dallas County, it's like when you're bidding, it like times out. So like if you're too slow, the last person gets it, which I kind of like. Um, so anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys is actually what I was doing was going to the previous auction because, you know, once again, I do two things. I do overages and I do tax deed. So that's why I like to teach both, because it's kind of like, you know, you're doing two in one. Like, so if you don't get anything at the tax deed auction, at least you can, you know, uncover the overage and you got the information like right away. And so, like, for example, this was in January. And that I wouldn't probably go after the overage for this county only because there were a lot of redeemed and it wasn't a lot of overage amount. So as you guys can see, and this is for people that like don't want to buy list, or you know, you're just kind of like looking around, or like sometimes like I'll come here first before I even purchase lists, because people will give you like old data or they'll give you data, but it's, you know, it doesn't have like a big amount of overage. Let me just give you an example. So like this one you guys see right here, I kind of highlighted. It says $12,598 was the opening bid, but they won it for 15,000. So that's like what, like 3,000 overage? No, I'm not going to do the work. I'm sorry. This was redeemed. This opening bid was 5,000. The person got it for 5,100, and everything else was redeemed. This one must have been a decent one because, well, this was a decent one. The opening bid was 4,700 and the winning bidder was 20,000. So that's probably a decent overage. But for me, I like to do like a multiple of lists. So like if I'm going to dig deep in a county, I want at least 5 or 10 people I can go after if I have to do all the work, like, you know, the homework calling and finding out who's processing and all that stuff. But anyway, make a long story short, a lot of these properties were redeemed. But one of the things I did notice about this county, like this one's a decent one too. It's like, you know, 20,000. That's a good overage. It's still not that many. And then this was 4,000. What I did notice about this, like, so for people that like maybe want to invest in Florida, I don't really know how far this is from like Miami or Tampa, Florida. I have no idea, but it is in Florida. There wasn't that many properties. A lot of them were redeemed, meaning the owner came and they paid the back taxes. So the good thing about this is, you know, you could come here and you'll see like what was prior. But what I'm finding out is like these online offers that all these counties are transferring over to, uh, people are getting them for like the minimum bid. Like, as you guys could see, it wasn't far off. There was probably 2 or 3 that were above and beyond, but look at all these properties that are starting at like 4,000. Once again, like I said before in a previous video, you don't want to do your homework on these properties until like closer to the date, because as you guys can see, they'll say redeemed on it. But check this out, you guys. A new little interesting hack for my little tax deed investors. Look at this. They got all the tax deed counties right here. I was like, okay, See, I never heard of like Apache. So I'm like, all right, Apache, Arizona. They don't have nothing. Okay, great. Apache got me excited for nothing. So like, but this is cool because they didn't have this before. So, and it's so funny. Look at all these. They have the foreclosure and the tax deed. I've never heard of Citrus. Has anybody ever heard of Citrus? Let's look at Citrus. Citrus, Florida. Let's see if they have anything. See, like all these counties are switching to this online platform. So let's go and see what they have. They're on the 14th. So this is like also another way that you can like schedule out. Like this is super cool. Like they didn't have this before. So you could kind of go down the different tax deed auctions that they have. But it looks like these are the different states. So Arizona, Colorado, no, those are all foreclosures. But even if you want to do foreclosures, this is all Florida. Dang, look at Florida. Okay, I'm about to go through this, y'all. But look at all these Florida tax deed. And as you guys can see, they have foreclosure and tax deed. Normally, they happen on the same day. And as you guys, for those that are new to this, Florida is a hybrid state. I'm sorry. Florida is a hybrid state. So some of the counties are tax deeds and some of them are tax lien. So you just have to be careful with that. And then they have New Jersey and Newark, but it doesn't look like they have any tax deeds, just foreclosures. But this gives you an idea and you could kind of like do your research. I really like this. But it looks like these are the only 3 states currently that are to this platform. But that's not right either. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's not right because Texas has the same platform, so I don't know why it's not showing. But anyway, let's look at Citrus. This is how like literally I'm blessed because either my student tells me about a county or like I literally do research. So as you guys probably know, I do have a mastermind coming up. And so when I do my masterminds, I like scour all kind of random counties. And so I do that so that I could learn a new county, but also too, I'm looking for like an easy and simple process that I can teach students that can have easy attainable overages. And so anyway, I'm doing Citrus County. But look at this, you guys. I'm really not excited about it. Look at this opening bid. So like if y'all want to do a tax deed, look at this, $876. That's why I was like, tax deeds you can do like on any budget. Look at these, 1,700, 4,100, 1,700. Wow. This would be a nice piece of land you can give to your honey. Be like, baby, I brought you a tax deed. I brought you a piece of land for Valentine's Day because this is going to be on Valentine's Day. So yeah, these are very low. So like if you're looking and you're like, well, will you really get this property for $2,000? Well, let's see what the past auctions have been like. So let's look. Okay. See, Citrus County might be the one. Like, okay, there's a $11,000 overage, an $8,000 overage. Okay, we might like Citrus County. Okay, all right. See, like Citrus County might be a good overage place. Look at that. So far, so good. That's 13,000 redeemed. 15,000. So guess what, you guys? What is this telling you? This is telling you that these minimum bids are very low, but they are going out the roof. I'm gonna have to look this up because I have no idea where this is. But this is what I love about this business. I get so passionate about it. Oh yeah, so this would be a good like overage list for sure. For sure. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 that are roughly 10 grand over, which is 50,000. That's 5,000. Yeah. This might be a decent overage list. Yeah, 10,000, 22,000. Yep, 18,000. So this would be a good overage list. And then also too, if you guys noticed that these opening bids was 1,600, 1,100, 1,300, but all of these were going for 1123 as opposed to the previous county I was looking in, you were really getting it for the opening bid, but these are like skyrocket. I'm gonna have to do my research on this. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, not nice for the investors because they're paying like 10 times the amount. So like this probably wouldn't be an ideal county if you were trying to buy a property, over 7,000. You might want to go to the other county, which was I think Marion County. You were getting really close to the minimum bid, but not in this county. They are overbidding a lot of the properties. So just because they're 1,400, I wonder who was at this auction. See, I don't like people at these auctions because sometimes, oh, well, this was a good one. Look, Crystal River. Excuse me. This was the first one I've seen that was opening bid was 1,500. That went for 17. Okay. So that was one out of the many, but this is like 11 pages long of properties. Oh, wow. Look at this. It says bidder walked away. Oh, guess what, guys? If the bidder walked away, guess what this property is going to be? Over the counter. So you could actually click up this case number. If no one purchased it, it's probably at the county. You could probably walk in and do a direct offer on it because it says bidder walked away. They probably went and reviewed it. Okay, yeah, so this is decent. But what I like about, this whole platform is that you get to see what the previous auction did. So now you'll know what you could prepare yourself for the next auction. But like I said, this is Citrus County. So I am going to contact them and see about their excess proceeds. Now, there's a few things that I like to ask, and there's specific questions in regards to the excess proceeds when I'm going after a new county. This would be considered one. Like I've never heard of Citrus County. If anybody's ever heard of this, drop a comment in the YouTube. Or if there's some counties that you want me to look into, that's always exciting too. But Citrus County, Florida, all I'm thinking about is oranges right now. So anyway, my next step would be, because I think this is a good ideal excess proceed, because as you guys can see, like literally all of these were at least a minimum of like 10,000, of course, except for that one. But the majority of these were like, at least a minimum of $10,000 overage. If you collect 2 or 3 of those, you can roughly make between 5 to 7,000, depending on your strategy and your split with them. But there's a lot here. There's enough, like for me as an individual, that I would go after this. However, I gotta check and see if it's third party friendly. And then I gotta go check and see whoever's processing these, are they nice, or if they're, it's not so nice. I was going to say the B word, but I'm not going to say that. But yeah, there are some people that are like, ooh, if you're going to be processing them, I don't know if I want to work with you. So anyway, this is my little 2 cents on a county that I discovered. And you guys have at it. Like there's all these counties. Like I didn't do Casino. I didn't do Mojave. Look at all these counties you can go and you can actually get this data is for free. I know I've been pushing softwares, and I've also been pushing like to get a list, but for those that do not want to pay for it, I also am showing you how you can get it for free. And this is a way you can get it for free, but of course, this does take time. And I do both. Actually, I will come here and I will look at the data, And or I will go to the software that I use and I'll look up the data as well. And then what I do find is sometimes the data in the software isn't always there. And then this has the county, you know, it has more of the information. So it's just really important to have resources and tools for both. But what I can say is when I do it this way, if I'm looking for like an excess proceed list, especially if I'm trying to teach it to other people, it takes me about maybe 2 to 3 hours, but that's also including me contacting the county, finding out the rules, finding out the processes, um, you know, finding the return time. So it takes me about 3 hours. Whereas if I'm doing it on my software, I'm automatically just pulling the list, and then I could call the county and be like, do you guys have an updated list? And I could um I could compare. But with this way, I have to kind of like, you know, copy, paste all the information. It's a task. And I don't think you can export this. Yeah, I think I tried this. Yeah, you can't export this information. So it's a task. It's not fun. So I normally don't like to do it this way. I like to just go and get lists in 5 or 6 minutes and then just contact the county. Whereas this, you kind of got to do a little bit more research. You know, you got to go to each one. You got to make sure you have the certificate data. And literally, like what I used to do back in the day, I literally would create fields like not the auction type, but I would do the case number, the certificate number, the opening bid, the winning bid, and then the property address. And see, this is cool and all, but it's still not enough information for me to collect the overage. So it's a little bit more work involved when you do it this way. But if you have the time to do it, then great. But for me, I like to cut my time down by just paying someone to do it by like using the software. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on discovering a new county. You guys just discovered a new county with me. Like I don't know everything. I literally have just been blessed by curiosity, literally. Just like you guys just saw, I've never heard of Citrus County, never been to Citrus County, and this looks like it's a pretty decent, different place. And I was just looking at the tax deed sales, but I wouldn't be buying no tax deed sales process because, as you guys could see, this county they doubled their costs. No, I don't want to do foreclosures. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on researching a county with excess proceeds. I didn't really want to make this video longer, but if you guys want to bear with me, I will go to Citrus County. Let's go, Citrus County. Let's see. Let's see, surplus funds. I don't really like to do surplus funds. Oh, and this is another thing, you guys. You guys got to be careful because a lot of times I'll put in Citrus County and it'd be a whole nother state. So let's see. Is this actually still? Oh, see, look, surplus funds. Search surplus funds. Voila. And here you have it. Ah, look at here. So let's see. Can you do it by sell date, like the most current? Oh, you can. Oh, look at there, guys. Look at there. Oh, that was easy. So this is easy. Oh, I just discovered something with you guys. Now I think this just happened because I'm on a video because this normally never happens. Like, let me just tell you. This is so easy. So this would be an ideal list. And the reason why is because it has applicant and has owner's name. What I do like, oh, wait, does it? See, once again, this is what really irritates me. So I was going to say this is a good list because on this part, Citrus County, let me just go back. I'm just going to go back. Where is it? Wait, no, I know I'm not crazy. It wasn't. Was it here? No, I thought I did these tax deeds. Hold on. There, I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, I didn't do foreclosures. I did tax deeds. Okay. Um, sorry. So like what I was saying, I wanted to show you guys was, oh, let me go back because that's the current auction. What I was going to say was, oh, this is a great list because it has the property address, right? So it has the property address here, but when you go to the direct county, it doesn't have the freaking property address, which is crazy, but it has the owner. However, I'm going to click on this. This is what, okay. Ooh, I like this county. Wow, guys, look at this. Okay, I'm giving y'all all the goods today. You guys are learning just like I am right now. So let's look at the instructions. We have tried to ensure electronic search system. Tax deed sales are held online. Please send a list of land available inquiries. Ooh, I'm gonna do that too. I wonder what land is available. Cause see, remember that one that said the bidder walked away? I want to know if they have a over the counter list, which they probably do. And you just have to email them. But look at this, guys. Let me just tell you how good this is. Well, first of all, most of the time they're gonna ask for a case number. You definitely need this parcel ID. They definitely want to know the auction date. And then a lot of times people do get caught up with the legal description. So like, for example, the opening bid, this let me know right away that this was probably dirt. Like it's a piece of land. But still, this is still good for 12,000 because, Amazon's selling small houses, right? So, between 20,000 you get an Amazon small house and you get a piece of land, you're in 32,000. If you pay that all cash, you could be living basically rent and mortgage free. But anyway, I look at this. So it says property owner and it says deceased. So this person, first of all, is not coming back for this property. And that's probably why it went to sell, because the person's deceased. And so what this tells me is I believe that Vincino, the estate of Vincino, yep, because he's deceased. So I don't know if they're gonna all come back, but I don't think. I'm trying to think. I think Florida is a straight deed state, so they can't come back. But what I want you guys to get, look at this. They have all the documents right here. I get excited about this stuff. So this is them mailing it. Let's see what happens. They sent certified mail. Somebody. Did somebody get it? So somebody signed for it. A Barbara Duvet. Okay. So Barbara signed for this. So Barbara is probably the person we need to talk to if we were to go after this excess proceeds. So I'm going to go back. Let's see. What else do I want to check? Let's look at this surplus PDF. I like counties like this. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. This is such a great, this is a good county, guys. The reason why is because they have all the documents here. So they're showing you, this is the letter they send to the owner. By the way, the owner's dead. So, okay. So who are they really sending it to? So the notice of surplus funds from tax deed sale. So they sent it, and this is the notice. And as you guys can see, it's $10,630, and it'll be held in their office for 120 days, beginning the date of this notice. So let's just see. So I'm still gotta find out. Let's look at typical claim form, y'all. I don't know if anybody's done Florida, but this is like the typical, like they share this with all the counties, like literally every county in Florida has this. So yeah, this is the claim form. And I did a video. It's really, you could go more than 120 days. Claim its name, contact name. So this lets me know though too, Also, too, you guys have to know. So, like, one of the things I have not told people is that, you know how it said 10,000. That may not be the net. Meaning, as you guys can see here, it says the clerk of the court may pay all valid liens before distributing surplus funds to a title holder. So that 10,000 may be the gross and not the net. And so that's one of the reasons why in my trainings I tell you not to tell the claimant the exact amount, because it can oftentimes be less. It says no, all claimants must submit a W-9. So I'm looking at this because this is what they send to the claimant, which we all know the claimant is deceased. Because we just saw that on the title. I'm just looking for some other information. So they sent that. So I'm going to go back. This is how I do my research, you guys. I guess you guys could just stay on here with me. Sheriff warning letter owner. I'm just trying to make sure it's the right owner. Yeah. So yeah, this was the right owner. So this is really a good list. So we already know he's dead. But they're saying Saratella. So if we go back to the original list, go back. Estate of Enzino deceased. So I guess Saratella could file this claim. But who was the return to mail to? Was it return to mail? Where did I see that? Okay, see, I want to know who signed for this. Who's Barbara? See, honestly, this is what you have to do for you have to be a private investigator, basically, when it comes to overages. But what I want you to get from this video, this is actually a really good county because guess what? They have all the information here. The only thing that you would have to pretty much do is, yeah, it has the address here and the owner. So yeah, that's really good. This is a really simple, what I would call a newbie for excess proceeds, because it gives you everything. This would be an error-proof county. And what I mean by that is they give you the property owner's name so you won't go after the wrong owner. And it also gives you the address. It gets literally all this case details. This is all the information you need to file a claim. And then, of course, contacting them and having a notary. This is pretty much it. So anyway, I'm going to go back to search results. And voila, like this is like pretty decent. I like this. And it shows all the sold. And you could go after all of these actually, because even after a year, they go to the state and you can do it as unclaimed funds. So anyway, that is my 2 cents on a new county. You guys just helped me. Well, you guys stayed on and watched me go through a whole new county of discovering someone I just, was curious about. And this turns out that this is pretty decent. But I also want to tell y'all, look at this company. They just buying up all this land over here. Okay, they just buying it all up, whoever they are. I don't even know where this is. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Happy investing, you guys. Thanks for staying with me and exploring a new county in Florida for tax deed overages. All right, happy investing.